everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
I know she's in there. Yeah, so what? Yeah, what you mean so what? It's not so what? Bro, it's not so what? It's not so what? I know she's in there.
I don't want your apology. And I didn't come to your crib on no rah-rah shit. How you popping up to my crib and you posted me? I would never post you on some corny shit. That's mad corny. I'm good, girl. No, I don't want to talk. I'm good. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. Go to your wife. That's it. Girl, so what are you popping up over here for? I don't need your apologies. I'm good. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
You saying I violated, came to my crib?
You posted a whole video, girl.
I posted a video of you coming to my crib. I posted the ring camera footage.
On social media? Bye, Alexis. Alexis, bye.
I'm talking.
I'm good. This bitch is crazy. Yes? It's crazy, bro. Stop knocking on my door, bro. Move. I'm good. Watch out. Move your feet so I could go. Good. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I am good. I'm good. No. 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 I'm good. Get away from my car. No. I'm going home. Oh my God. It's crazy, bro. What's the story behind the girl that rang the doorbell, whatever the case may be? So I'm about to give y'all tea of what was going on. I'm about to give y'all story time. So basically, long story short, one thing about me, I don't like to be played with, right? Bitch, if I'm leaving you alone, I want you to leave me alone, right? You feel me? If I'm with my peace, I want you to give me peace. Like, I want you to just leave me the fuck alone. If I don't want to push you, I don't want to push you. Like, don't force it. But my thing is, if you come and trying to disturb my peace, bitch, I'm gonna come and disturb your peace. Cause now you taking my kindness for weakness, and I don't like that. The reason why I popped up to this girl doorstep is because I wasn't talking to you. You know I wasn't talking to you for like a whole month. Cause you did some violation. You did some snake shit. So I had stopped talking to you. I had fucking to Miami with my homegirls. By the way, we had a ball or whatever, right? Came back. I get a call. I came back on Sunday. I get a call from Instacart like, yo, you got a package downstairs. You need to come downstairs, etc., etc. So I'm like, come downstairs for what? Because I know I just came back from Miami. I ain't ordered nothing, so why do I even have a package? Like, you know? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come downstairs, whatever, because I be ordering mash, you feel me? So I go downstairs. So I hang up the phone on the person that was talking or whatever, feel me? So in the midst of me hanging up, I'm going through my phone or whatever, so I get text message from Instagram. Shorty talking about, oh, come downstairs. I'm like, I know this not telling me come downstairs when she know I'm about to, when she know I don't for her and I'm not for her, like, because what you did was really some violation shit and you try to play me on some real shit. Like, so I bet. Put my shoes on or whatever, go downstairs, see the with a bouquet of flowers, a letter. So I approach her. I'm like, yo, what are you, like, why are you here? Like, what are you doing here? Like, you know I don't with you. You know I don't talk to you. You brave for even coming here. So, what's going on? So, boom. She sent me a bouquet of flowers expressing how she feels about me and how she loved me, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a about. I don't care. Like, I don't care. So everything was cool. So now we had a conversation, you know, hearing her out. But it's like, you know, when you forgive somebody, but you don't really forgive somebody because they a snake. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yo, I realized she was my enemy. So I'm like, okay, although she apologized to me, but I still got to watch my back. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, I'm hearing her out. She talking, she expressing her feelings and how she feel about me and how she love me and how she in love with me, whatever the case may be. But I don't feel the same because she was a snake. I would not. I really wanted to, when I seen this girl, I really wanted to smack the shit out of her because what she did was violation, and it's like she premeditated to post on me, try to make it seem like I'm crazy or whatever the case may be. Like, I don't like that. Yeah, you a content creator, but it's certain shit you don't post. Like, you feel me? That's why I wasn't talking to her anyway. So I'm like, yo, why you here? What are you doing here? Like, what's up? She like, oh, I just wanted to come here and apologize to you and let you know, like, what I did was fucked up and how I love you, etc., etc., and how I miss you. I can't stop thinking about you. I can't sleep at night. I can't eat. Like, shit, I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we still in the hallway talking, chopping it up until her Uber came. So I waited up until her Uber came, you know, and she left. So she got home. She made sure she texted me like, oh, I'm home and I really miss you. And I want to start doing things with you, and I'm going to take you out, I'm going to take you on vacation, you know, all that good shit, whatever. Like, I don't give a fuck. But it's like, I got to play this close because she's a snake. Like, you know, she's done snake me before, and I know she's going to snake me again. Like, so, yeah. So, I'm not even trying to drag the story. Like I said, I'm not a content creator. I don't do the whole TikTok thing. But anyway, so a week later, my homegirl, me and her got into an argument, and I wasn't speaking to her. I remember being on the phone with my homegirl. So my homegirl was like, oh, how's such and such or whatever. So I'm like, oh, I don't know. So in the midst of me, like, thinking about shorty, so I went on her page. Bitch posted some ugly ass bitch on her Instagram. So she's like, happy birthday to my etc., etc. I'm like, all right, cool. So I click on her page, only to find out that the girl was in her crib. So I'm like, all right, so the girl was in her crib, whatever. So I got one thing about me, I got homegirls that's gonna always ride for me. Like, it don't matter what I do, right or wrong, my bitch is always gonna ride for me. Like, and I love that for me. We was bored on a Saturday night, 1 a.m. So my homegirl was like, yo, we about to pop up over there. Like, what's tea? So I'm like, all right, what's tea? So we about to pop up over there. So that's exactly what we did. Drove, picked up my homegirl, went over there, you feel me? First of all, knocked on the door. Nobody ain't answer. Ring the Ring camera. Nobody answer. Ring it again. Somebody answered. She answered. So she like, what you doing here? All right, so she opens his door, whatever. So she's like, so I told her, I was like, oh, since you came and disturbed my peace, I'm here to disturb your peace. Like, I don't like that. And whatever bitch in there, let her know what's really going on. Let her know that you be on my body, you be looking nasty and click, like, you don't leave me alone. You like a fucking bed bug that don't go away. Like, let her know that. Like, you feel me? So she's like, she goes back, like, I guess she tried to close the door on me, and I'm just like, she edited the part to where I can push the door, like, ready to stomp on her. And then my homegirl held me back, because my homegirl was like, bitch, we not doing this today. Like, you're not about to get into a fight. We not doing this. Like, so she held me back. She cropped that part out. Then she comes back outside the door. She's like, oh, on the phone. Mind you, on the phone. Word to everything, bro. She's like, oh, I'm calling the cops. I'm like, what you calling the cops for? You act like I was about to f you up or whatever. Now that makes me want to f you up. Because you a cop caller? Like, why are you calling the cops? Like, you mad? Like, so I'm like, babe, I got a whole city job. I'm not trying to get arrested. So went downstairs to my car, waited in my car to see if Shorty really called the cops. While I'm waiting in my car, like 4 cops deep, walking into this building, like, I'm like, nah, this is really a cop caller. Like you really are a cop caller. I don't cop callers. I don't. Yeah, so she dead ass called the cops or whatever, and I'm just looking through my fucking car window like, oh, this bitch really called the cops. Like, this bitch really ass. Like, you feel me? So I'm like, oh, like, I don't like that. So I left her alone. I left the situation alone. Next thing you know, the next morning I wake up, gonna be posting me talking about, oh, bitch popped up to her crib, didn't do no pain, nothing. One thing I hate is cause you and I know that was a fucking lie, like, bitch, like, and it makes me want to smack the shit. Cause till this day, you still be on my body, you still be calling me, and you still not, like, I don't know, like, I can just cut this bitch off. Matter of fact, I did cut her off, but she just kept coming back, like, kept coming back. When I don't speak to her, she'll make some like, oh, they said I had cancer. Oh, they said my skull was cracked. Niggas found her unconscious. Oh, she coming with a broken arm and shit. So things like that, like, although we wasn't speaking, but she knows I have a good heart. Like, my heart is very pure. So if you tell me you got cancer, I'm gonna be there for you. Like, fuck that, why we not talking, whatever. I wanna be there for you. Like, she have no proof, bitch, been to no doctor's appointment, nothing. So the whole time it's lying about having cancer. But my thing is, who lies and say they have cancer? Like, you are mentally ill. Like, that's really some mentally ill sick. Like, you don't lie about that. That's how I knew she was mentally ill and emotionally unstable. Like, you're weird.
Yeah, bitch, that's me. And I know y'all want to know how the fuck out of here. It's alright. We about to get right into it. What's good, y'all? I'm Sanaa Blue, and welcome to the Ring Camera Story. Alright, so boom. Me and Samantha work together, right? So she's bisexual. Not telling her business, just giving some context. So prior to dealing with me, she was dealing with a guy that also worked at the job, or whatever the case may be, and me and her were cool around the time that they was dealing with each other. So when they stopped dealing with each other, she had vented to me about the situation. I gave her advice, you know, she communicated her feelings, how she felt, how he made her feel, etc., etc. Now, while she's having her issues with the guy that she was dealing with, I'm also having my own issues because I'm married, and I was having issues with my wife to where we were separated. Now, of course, I didn't tell Samantha all my marital problems, but she was well aware that I was married and that me and my wife were not together. Now, like I said, prior to us dealing with each other, we were cool, we were friends. So naturally, we had conversations. So Samantha did express that, you know, she was bisexual and that she wanted to start leaning towards dating women. So she never dealt with masculine presenting female, a stud, dyke, none of that. She strictly dated femmes. Now, I did mention to her she should date a stud. I also volunteered to find her a John, where she expressed she didn't want to find a John. You know, she just wanted to, just wanted to chill for me. So I just wanted to share that because I wanted to share some type of context to, you know, give y'all a feel of like how things started to shift. Again, we're conversing, you know, we're cool. So conversations between us started to get more flirty. It started to be clear that we found each other attractive, and things started to get more intense from there. Now, as me and Samantha started to get more acquainted, right, things started to happen, and I started to see that I didn't like about her. Number one, she drinks a lot. Now, if you want to be an alcoholic, fine. But don't make it seem like you being an alcoholic is not a problem, because it is. We would start getting into arguments, and whether she was under the influence or not, the outcome was still the same. She's emotionally avoidant. So let's say I would come to her with something that was bothering me, something that she did that I didn't like, right? I would communicate that to her. She would take it as I'm complaining. She would take it as I'm sensitive. And you got that right. She damn sure wouldn't change it. Another thing, she's very hypocritical and a liar. One time we had an argument and I confided in one of her friends and I spoke to her about the situation. Her friend went back, told her, you know, not in a menacing way, but just let her know that she spoke to me. She came to me and was upset, and she was like, oh, you're dealing with me, right? Keep our business between us. I never spoke to her friend or anybody else about the business between us ever again. But she decided, right, instead of communicating the issues that she has with me, to me, that she's gonna communicate it to another young lady that we worked with. Now, this young lady is a stud. We're gonna call her Daddy Yankee. So Samantha would go confide in Daddy Yankee and tell her all of our business, right? Any argument that we had, she would tell her, but she would only tell her half the story. She would tell the parts that made her look good and the parts that made me look a mess. Now, Daddy Yankee would sit there and bring back a bone. Anything that Samantha confided in her and told her about our business, she would come back and tell me in like a joking way. And it's like, it's not funny. It's not, because you're playing both sides. So I told Samantha, like, hey, listen, can you please stop telling Daddy Yankee the business? Like, if you don't want me telling nobody, you don't tell nobody either. So she was like, you know what? You know, I understand she is messy, or whatever the case may be, and she said that she would stop telling her, and she lied, because she went right back to telling that girl everything. Now, Daddy Yankee is only like a small part of the story. You know, this is not like about her or anything like that. But I know I did mention that Samantha talks about Daddy Yankee, so I'm going to mention what she said, a couple of things. Number one, she calls her a hater. They were sitting they sit at a desk together, right? So she basically said how people will come and they'll say hi to her, and then Daddy Yankee will get offended, like, oh, you don't see me sitting here. Like, you know, she hates to not get attention while Samantha's getting attention. Okay, number two, she said that Daddy Yankee's wife was ugly. Daddy Yankee's wife came to the job. I don't know when, I didn't see her, and she said that Daddy Yankee's wife did not look how she looked in them pictures. She's ugly. I told her that she was wild, and I told her that she was wrong. She thought it was funny. Cool. Number three, she also called Daddy Yankee ugly, because I sat there and I said, I don't understand why she's so heavily involved in our business. Why does she feel the need to have to converse with me and try to tell me how I should maneuver with you? Like, does she want you? Her immediate response was, ew, she's not my type. Okay, due to her telling Daddy Yankee all the business, it made me not want to tell her certain stuff. So on New Year's, I fell in my house, I hit my head. I was rushed to the hospital, they ran mad tests. One of the tests they ran was a scan on my head. They said they didn't see anything. Couple days later, I get a call saying that they actually seen something. They see some swelling and they feel like I should get a second opinion. So of course they let me know the different possibilities. One of the possibilities being cancer. So my dumb ass decided, because I wasn't speaking to Samantha during that time, because this was New Year's and we had a whole fight, I could get into that too. I decided to confide in Daddy Yankee, who went back and told Samantha everything that I told her, because, you know, she was worried and she felt like that was something that Samantha needed to know. So Samantha came to me asking me mad questions about my head and all this, that, and the third. Mind you, I really didn't know anything, because again, I had to get a second opinion. So I was still iffy on telling her because she has a big ass mouth. Now, I did have a small issue finding a neurologist, because I needed to find one that took my insurance. And once I did, I kept like switching the appointments around because I was scared as fuck. And Samantha took it as, oh, I didn't want her to come because I had something to hide, or that I was lying about having cancer, which didn't make sense at all, because I never said I had cancer. So when she said I was talking about lying about having cancer for her attention, that's what she was talking about. Let's address the next thing. I lied about having a broken limb for her attention. As if. Okay, boom. So I fell off of a ladder back in December, before New Year's, obviously. I just fell off the step stool, and I landed on my shoulder. I am in so much pain. And I had my arm in a sling. My wrist was sprained and my shoulder was sprained, and I was still going to work making like bread. making my bread. Mind you, my arm lock up, I would do push-ups and she'll be in here, my shoulder will lock up, so I don't understand how to fake that. Now that I'm giving y'all context, let's get down to the nitty and the gritty. The Ring camera, the story behind the Ring camera. Okay, her birthday is February, right? Early February. So, due to us falling on and off, being, you know, in and out, speaking and then not speaking, I didn't plan nothing. I got her a card, I made her a custom card or whatever, and I got her a bottle, you know, she was in here, she brought her birthday in here. Cool. The next day, I had to work. You know, the morning of her birthday, I had to work, so she drove me to work. She went to the spa, you know, she enjoyed herself, all of that, cool. So the plan was for her birthday that she was gonna go to a dinner, go to a club. After that, she was supposed to come to my crib, sleep off her liquor, you know. 9 times out of 10, I was gonna pick up a shift. I didn't communicate that yet because I didn't know. And she was just gonna stay in my crib if I worked the shift and just sleep, you know, and, you know, vibe out and just sober up. So what ended up happening was she got mad lit. I woke up because I did pick up a shift for that Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, and she didn't, you know, she didn't call me, she didn't text me, nothing. So I'm sitting there, I'm calling her, I'm trying to, you know, make sure she good. I didn't get no messages, no nothing. So I was fake worried because I'm like, damn, like, did something happen to her? Like, you know, because I know how she liked to drink. Boom, I get to the train, I want to say it's like maybe 6, 7 o'clock. She calls me and I answer. So I'm like, you know, where are you? She was like, oh, she fell asleep outside. I'm thinking she's actually outside. So I was like, they left you outside? All the people that you was partying with, they left you outside? That's messed up. So I feel some type of way because I'm like, damn, like, how did you just violate to leave outside like that? That's messed up. She specified. Remember that man that I told y'all she was messing with prior to me and we worked together? Right, she fell asleep in his car. Now we're going to call this man Lucas. So when she told me she fell asleep in Lucas' car, I was a little behooved. Because I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you didn't even have to sleep in it. How did you even get in his car? Like, she told me, that he ended up coming to her section for her birthday. He wasn't invited, but somebody else that she invited, they brought him, and she just decided to let him vibe out. So she was like, you know, I don't want you to think it was like that. I invite him, so I'm like, okay, no problem. Got on the train, I told her where to meet me at, cool. So now she's on the phone with me. When I get off, you know, I'm waiting for her outside. It's 3 degrees. Y'all can go and check the weather back. It was 3 degrees outside. So I'm on the phone with her, I'm waiting for her. I'm like, you know, where you at? She's like, we down the block. I'm thinking she's in an Uber until she asked this man,
do you want me to drive?
So I was like, who you with, your brother? So she was like, no, Lucas. Now I couldn't understand why the f she would have this man drive her to the site when I've already expressed to her in the past that he would act weird. Never had an issue with the brother, okay? He stopped speaking to me and he started moving weird because, again, they used to deal with each other. Once he seen how, you know, comfortable me and her got, he started straying away, not speaking, moving funny, you know, the usual. So I just started moving accordingly. He didn't speak, I didn't speak, and it wasn't no friction, but I just knew it was some type of weird tension there, and it wasn't coming from me. Now remember, I told y'all I would tell her some things that bothered me, and she would sit there and just, it would go in one ear and come out the other. She didn't care. She would call me sensitive. She would say I'm complaining. She would say, oh, it's not that serious. She would say I'm dragging it. And one of the things I expressed to her was to limit her communication with this individual, with Lucas. He would do like funny shit, like, because he still had feelings, and it was evidently clear that he still liked her. And she was like, oh, I don't see that. She seen it. Now, did I care that he still likes her? No. I cared that how she was reacting. I cared that I'm coming to you, expressing to you, I'm seeing funny shit, and you're not paying it no mind. Now, this is when she started paying it some mind. They get to the site, right? I approach the vehicle. I give her my key, right? So she tells me, she like, oh, I'm gonna just take a cab. I'm like, all right, cool. My mindset, I'm trying to get inside. I'm already like 2 minutes late. Take the cab, I'll give you the money back. Cool. I didn't tell her that, but that was my mindset. I see that they still parked outside. Now, I walked into the wrong entrance of the building, so I had to walk back out and walk around. I see they still sitting here, so I'm like, okay. I called her, like, you good? Like, she's like, no, not really. I hear Lucas in the back talking about myself. I'm not driving you to Brooklyn. Tell that to put you in the cab. That's your right? That's your right? So I'm like, all right, let me go back out. I'm gonna go back out because he started mad aggressive. Not saying, oh, he's like a woman beater. He ever showed any type of energy like that, but he was intoxicated. People do different things when they're intoxicated. So I didn't know if he was gonna hit her or not, so I came back out. So I'm like, all right, what's going on? Like, never had no issue with him. We never exchanged no words. And I was saying that, you know, like, what's going on? You call me to stuff like, you know, what's up? He's like, oh, fuck out of here, I'm drunk. I'm not no Uber. I'm like, all right, like, she gonna take a cab. Like, it's cool. He wanted her out the car. So I opened the door and I was trying to get out the car. He's sitting there, still calling me, still saying that while he was like, oh, I'm a man, I'm 6 foot this, and you a lady. I know I'm a lady. Like, what you saying that for? Like, I know you a man, I know I'm a lady. What you saying that for? So, middle of all of that, I'm trying to get out the car. I'm not talking to him. No, I'm like, I'm not gonna entertain you because you lit, bro. Like, it's cool. Boom. This man hops over his backseat. kicks the side door open and calls himself trying to run up on me in the middle of traffic on 7th Avenue at 7 in the morning. So I backed up from his car, like, nigga, what the fuck you on? Like, hold on. So I'm backing up. I'm like, all right, you got it. Like, mind you, at the same time, it's cars coming. So I don't want to get hit by a car. I'm really not even worried about this man. I'm worried about all these cars coming. So I'm sitting here trying to duck and dodge the cars. He's sitting here. He's not even paying attention. So I'm looking at the cars behind him because even when us going back and forth, I don't want you getting by no car, nigga. Like, so eventually he all drunk. As soon as his feet hit the pavement, I could tell he was intoxicated. He started swerving and all of this. And he got right back in the car. She was out. She ended up coming across the street. I got mad because I was like, you stay here. You put me in a position because you should have never been in this man's car. Like, as many times as I told you, limit the conversation with him because he still got feelings for you. That right there just proved that he still got feelings for you. So she didn't care about that. All she cared about is the fact that I asked her for my key back because I was telling her she got to go somewhere else because I didn't like what she just did. I didn't like that. That was very sneaky. I didn't like it. So she got mad like, oh, you just going to leave me stranded. We sitting there. I'm asking her what's her other option. She didn't have none. So because, again, it was 3 degrees, I gave her my key and I let her come to my house and sleep off her liquor. When I got home, I recorded a video while she was speaking because she had her makeup from her birthday on. She didn't shower. She was just laying in my bed. I told her, if you speak to this young man again, I will never speak to you again. Because not only did he disrespect me, he disrespected you too. She was like, all right, I'm not gonna talk to him. But I just felt like she was lying because it didn't even sound confident. The next day comes, she's moving funny. She's not really talking to me like that. I'm not no ass kisser. You feel me? I've tried to communicate and work things out with her in the past. She didn't care. So I was like, fuck it. So I started, she being distant, I'm being distant. The next day after that, she's talking back to this young man. I'm peeping and I'm not saying nothing. As I expressed before, whenever me and her would stop speaking, her friends would join in, they'll act funny, they follow behind her, they do a whole bunch of lame shit. Mind you, everybody older than me. I just want to put that out there. So age definitely doesn't define maturity, but here we are. Everybody would start doing like weird shit, and I got tired of that. It's between me and you, then let it be between me and you. You keep being funny, you acting one way around these people, but then you get around me, you all in love, and you all, affectionate, you feel me? Like you on my dick. But then you get around these people, you want to flip the script and make it seem like something else. But yes, I posted the video of her saying that she didn't want to shower and she didn't want to take her makeup off. Now, was I wrong for posting the video and recording her in a vulnerable state where she trusted me? Yes, I was. But did I feel bad about it? No, because I wanted her to feel embarrassed how I felt embarrassed. Does that justify me posting it? Hell no. But I'm just giving y'all context on why I posted it. I can acknowledge that I was wrong and I can take accountability. While we was in the lobby of her building talking, that's one of the things that I brought up. I explained that everything I just told y'all, why I posted the video and everything and about me being wrong, I said that to her. We started speaking, cool. I ended up going home. And we started texting, and she, I asked her, when she went to see me again, and she told me, oh, you tell me, you got the flexible schedule, and we started planning stuff, cool. Now, as days started going by, like, she really started giving me her ass to kiss because the objective, of her mindset was that I had to earn her trust back due to me posting the video. And that's not a problem. But what you're not going to do is make it seem like I am the only person that did something. And she would always do that. She would not acknowledge anything that she did wrong. She would not sit there and take any accountability unless she was drunk. That's the only time she would want to talk and be all, like affectionate and, and it just didn't make sense to me because I would sit there and give her the floor because I would tell her, you don't make me comfortable to come to you at any time to talk about anything. And she got upset with that and she was like, oh, well, I don't want to talk about this right now. We could have talked about this earlier. Okay, but I don't put a time frame on when you could talk to me about it. Her response was, oh, I know, but I wouldn't just come to you. But you can. That's the thing. You can come to me, but I can't come to you. That's weird. So for the next couple of days, we really wasn't speaking like that. It was more so like a back and forth. Like I'm trying to express myself to her. She wasn't hearing it. She didn't care. During after week, I think it was a Friday, I worked with her friend that was in the Ring camera. And we were talking about the different sites or whatever. And we started talking about the site that we was on at or whatever. And she mentioned that she knew her. So I was like, oh yeah, like, that's my little boo or whatever. The reason I was like keeping it cool, like, oh yeah, that's my boo is because I didn't want to include her friend in our business because it didn't have nothing to do with her. And I didn't want to make it seem like, oh, I'm just bad-mouthing this girl to anybody. You feel me? So she basically had called her and was like, oh, look who I'm here with. And she had this, like, nasty face. Like, and then her friend gave me her phone. And she was like, I didn't want to talk to you. I don't know why she gave you. So I gave her the phone back. Cool. She was just rude for the whole day. She didn't, didn't check on me, nothing like that. Cool. Fast forward to the afternoon. She calls And she's like, oh, you didn't get my message? And I was like, no, I didn't get your message. She asked me for money. I said, are you going to be nice to me? She said that's her way of being nice, asking me for money. Now, she threw this bum word around, and again, I'm behooved. Because anytime that this young lady asked me for money, I sent it to her. So no, I didn't want to send her money, and I was like, I'm not sending you money. So she got mad. Cool. I leave, I go home, you know, I'm sleeping. She calls me. She calls me drunk, driving. She said that she wants to get cracked. Okay, no problem. Came here, cracked. When she got here, she started hooting and hollering, drunk and disorderly, upset, asking me why I didn't send her money. And I told her, because you rude. That's why. You sit there, you talk to me however you feel like talking to me, you're disrespectful. I don't have to send you my money. You're not entitled to my bread. If I want to send you money, I'll send it. I didn't want to send you money this one time, so I didn't send it. So she got mad, started calling me bitches, everything. I told her to get out my house. She didn't want to leave. On top of that, I kind of felt bad because she was heavily intoxicated. And she drives, so how you going, you feel me? So I'm like, okay. Next morning she get up, didn't say nothing. She was just being real rude. And then walking up to her car. She didn't say nothing to me. Now we had plans to go out. We didn't go out. I didn't hit her up. She didn't contact me. She hit me up later on that night. And she was like, oh, that's mad messed up. You didn't say nothing to me. I could have went through with my plans. You could have. You could have. Nobody was stopping you. Instead of saying all of that, my response to her was, I'm tired of you treating me weird. I'm not talking to you no more. I'm good. So, and I include that up there. So after that, I didn't say anything to her. I let her talk to herself. Like I told you, I'm legally married. So my wife's birthday is April 2nd. I took her out. We got up. Came back in here. Niggas was sleeping. While we're going out for her birthday, Samantha and the Manthettes are watching my wife's page. I didn't say nothing else to her. There was no contact. Now, she was watching Face, right? She was watching my wife's page, watching her IG story and everything. She saw that my wife posted that she was in my house. So she decided to take it upon herself to come here at 1 a.m. with 2 of her friends and got to banging on my goddamn door, talking about some she didn't come to fight or be messy. She came to have a conversation. No, you came intoxicated. Because she was under the impression that, oh, I cut her off to go back to my wife. No, I'm not with anybody. And if I was, it really ain't nobody goddamn business, because mind you, this is my life. If I tell you that I'm good off you and I don't want to fuck you no more, then I'm good off you and I don't want to fuck you no more. And some people in the comments basically said like, oh, that I jumped right up. No, Bookie, I had to cut some of the footage because anybody that got a Ring camera know that it be stretching out unnecessary time. You could just clip it and get to the point. So when I opened the door and she sat there talking about some, oh, I know she's in there, she was referring to my wife. That's why I said, so what? Because I don't deal with you. I just told you I'm not fucking you no more, so it really don't matter what you have to say. Because when I tried to talk to you, you didn't want to communicate. So I go back inside because I'm like, all right, I'm not doing this. I'm tired. I'm still a little drunk. Like, and I got work in the morning. So I left from the hallway, went back in the house. She caught herself trying to make it seem like she's pushing the door and everything. Boom, I pushed the door back, closed it. I don't really understand why she's sitting here saying, oh, she came to fight. She didn't come to fight. Because she said in my text messages, oh, I didn't come to be on no rah-rah stuff, or, oh, I came to talk, and you sat there and called the cops on me just because I came to talk. No, I asked her to leave my door. Was I dismissive? Absolutely, but how could I not at 1 a.m? It could have been a text. This could have been an email. You say here, coming to my door. I am not the only person that live here. Okay, it's older people that live on my floor. You're mad loud in this hallway. Of course I didn't call the cops to press any charges. Why would I do that? I called the cops to scare her and get her away from my door. I bet you we got her away from my door. So boom. The next day, not even the next day, a couple hours later, you know, I get up for work. I post a Ring camera for it. I didn't even think about it. I posted it. And I didn't think everybody was going to be mad because I'm like, all right, we all up here. We all up here now. It's different from the whole Fine Shit a Little Dirty video because everybody's up there. Me, her, the Manthettes. So what are we mad about? Once shit's the fan and the videos start going viral, the Ring camera footage, I get text messages from her cursing me out, saying, oh, how she could have smacked me and she was going to do this and do that, and she did nothing. So we going back and forth. She's posting in her story on IG. I posted in my story on IG. I end up going live. She joins the live. We're going back and forth. She's saying, oh, that she wants to fight. Okay, cool. I had told her that I had to cover at another site. Cool. I told her to come to my house after or whatever. We started going back and forth about where to fight at or whatever. And I told her, I ended up telling her, come to my house. I got off at like 1 a.m. Instead of coming to the house, she came to the site. She didn't get out her car. She had her friend that was with her get out the car and take a video of me, I guess, trying to make me seem like I was odd. After her friend took the video, they drove away, they left. I didn't know that they left because, you know, obviously I'm inside the job. I come out to get food. And it's like, soon as I step foot outside, my phone started ringing. It was her. So I'm thinking, they see me. So I have my hair wrap in my bag. So I'm like, let me go back and get my hair wrap because bitches ain't gonna pull my locks the fuck out. Fuck out of here. So, boom. As I'm coming, like, back out from getting my hair wrap, she texts me and she's like, girl, just answer. Like, I didn't call you on no rah-rah. So I'm telling her, hold on. Right? I'm telling her, oh, give me a second. Because I'm trying to see if I have my red phone so I can record the conversation. Boom. I answered. I was like, you know, I'm gonna just screenshot or try to screen record. I answered the phone, y'all. She started crying. She burst into tears. She told me, you know, you violated me. I dead loved you. I cared about you. Mind you, she was in my text messages earlier saying I should use me. I'm ugly. She was embarrassed to be seen with me. She was never in love. All this extra shit. So it's like, which one is this, sweetheart? Why are you crying? Screenshot. Had to. This is a woman that says, oh, I'm a thug. I don't cry. Please, I could have came up here like, oh yeah, she dead cried. That bitch lying. She ain't cry. Okay, like, oh, that's bad fucked up. Like, you saying there, you violated me. You was just with me. Okay, and I told you I'm not fucking with you. You came to my crib. Like, I didn't come to your crib to fight or be messy. You did. You knew that my wife was there, and you said that you saw something that you didn't like. Mind you, you shouldn't even be up there anyway. But you tried to be funny, and you ended up looking dumb. After she started crying and stuff, niggas hung up the phone. You feel me? I hung up the phone on her. I ain't wanna, like, all right, you crying and stuff like that. You wasn't crying when you was all on social media calling me bitches and calling me bum ass bitches and calling me ugly and shit like that. She had texted me like, oh, it is what it is. Like, it's cool. And I kind of felt bad. I'm not gonna lie. But then she woke up the next morning and she was like, oh, you know, take the video down. Her friends or whoever was calling my phone private. So I told her, like, if your friends keep playing on my phone, I'm gonna put the video back up. Like, but then I thought about it because I'm not a bad person. So I was like, all right, I felt like I did a little too much, like, with the whole live, because they was tearing her. And I felt bad. So I was like, damn, like, okay. So I wanted to let the situation die down a little bit before I just go approach her. I didn't want to come to her house or nothing like that. You feel me? So I was like, you know, I'll just try to maybe catch her by the job or something like that. I seen her car, so I was like, all right, I'll just, you know, I'll wait right here. Like, I didn't wait up on her car. I waited across the street. I seen her walking. I approached her, and I was like, oh, can I talk to you? You know, I just wanted to apologize. She's like, I don't want to talk to you. So I was like, still letting her know, like, you know, it's not about me trying to get back with you or nothing like that. I'm just trying to strictly apologize for the way I mishandled the situation, you know, and my wrongdoings and my role in the situation. Just, you know, just a genuine apology. Like, what the fuck? She got in her car. I seen her, like, fidgeting with her phone, but I'm thinking she, like, texted somebody trying to tell them, like, oh, this bitch is here. She da-da-da, whatever. She was recording me. And she tried to make it seem like I was coming back to fuck with her again. And it wasn't even that. It was just me trying to apologize because I was just simply wrong in certain portions of this whole enchilada. Like, that's really it. Like, it takes two, and I can only apologize for the wrongdoing that I've done. So that's what I was trying to do, but you feel me? So what I failed to mention, when she came in, you know, she was on the Ring camera. My wife had wrote her around that time, asking her to, you know, rumble. She decided to respond Wednesday, 2 days after I came to apologize, 2 days after she secretly recorded me. Her and my wife started going back and forth, and then she put the video up of me apologizing in her story, and trying to make it seem like something that it's not. Yesterday, I get up here, I'm scrolling, and I see Miss Mantha Mack commenting on the Ring camera footage, so I click on her page, because she told us, oh, story time, tune in. I click on her page, I see 525,600 videos of her in this cheap blue loungewear, spreading lies. So naturally, I had to come up here and make a fucking story time. But yes, bitches, that concludes the story time. This will be the last time that I address this whole situation. I would like to move on. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Good night. Actually, I have one more thing to mention before we go. The bitch has a video up of me on her page, and it says, someone tell my Ring camera bae to come back home. I was trolling. For the longest, her friends, whoever be watching my page and report it back to her, okay? I wanted to post the video to see if it made it back to her. I wanted to see if niggas were still watching my page. It did. They are. Thank you, and good night.
What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. Back in the confessional. Yes, we staying lit, big dog, man. Shout out to my everyday. Rock with me every day. Yeah, we keep it lit, man. Hey, shout out to everybody who's on live on Twitch. So I'm gonna just say this. I believe the girlfriend, or not the girl, one with the long story time, the girl with the dreads. The other girl, she left out too much. She just basically blamed the other girl for it. I mean, they both blamed each other, but it was only what the girl with the dress did to her, not that she was drunk, not that she was pulling up with another guy, all that extra. That was extra. All that was extra. There wasn't no reason to be pulling up with no guy that you used to deal with. That goes for any relationship, not even just it goes for any relationship. You don't put. I don't care if you friend. If you, how could you be friends with your ex and you running around with me? That's crazy. That's insane. Um, so I can understand the drinking being a problem, but the fact that she was buying her liquor and she kept inviting her over. She kept inviting her over. She was buying her liquor. Every time that girl played in her face, she kept, taking her back. So she was really asking to be played with, and then being too nice when it came on the back end. Sounds like the crazy ex, the one that pulled up to her front door. She's a mean person. So with her being a mean person, it was automatically like, you know, it was automatically like just like she just gonna keep doing it. As long as you allow her to, she's gonna keep doing it. And she kept doing it. And she kept, that same energy every time. So I don't it ain't people be dumb like that in relationships, honestly. People be stupid. They continue to be in these toxic relationships, knowing that they getting played. And I wouldn't doubt that that woman wasn't sleeping with that other dude. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, because she know he liked her, and the way he put her out the car, pissed off at her, because you gonna go be with that other girl, and we sleeping together. Yeah, yeah, that was one of those. And he was ready to hop out the car and fight. Yeah, they was sleeping together. So you know, all the parties in this situation was being dumb. The guy being dumb for even hanging around a girl he liked, knowing that she dealing with another girl. The girl for allowing the girlfriend to even bring this guy around, and then when they get into it, the girl didn't do nothing. She just, she didn't defend either one of them. So it was just like, and then she tried to play it off like it didn't happen. Like, yeah, the one with the locks, man. She kept it real. Although she did tell about every single time she was dumb for this girl. Like every single time she was dumb for this girl. Yeah, she gave receipts and made excuses for why she did certain things, and I don't think it was an excuse. I think it may have really happened. It may have went that way, but the girl talking to what she call a Daddy Yankee, the ex talking to Daddy Yankee and putting their business all through there, that made it even more messy. And so she felt like I can't tell nobody nothing because y'all gonna go around in the same circle because they all work together. And then, yeah, yeah, yeah. But at least she said, yeah, I was stupid and took her back. Yeah, and then I'm married. I'm legally married, so I'm gonna be with my wife, and then and the girl watching the wife stories to pull up because that's how exes do. Exes be always following other women that you be talking to. They do weird stuff like that, but